My precious child, in this moment, as your heart feels heavy and your spirit weary, I want you to know something profound. I understand completely what you're going through, not just as an observer, but as one who feels every ache of your heart, every weight on your shoulders, every unspoken fear in your mind. I see beyond the brave face you show to others. I see past the "I'm fine" you tell those who ask. I see beneath the smile that masks your pain. I see you, truly see you, in all that you're experiencing right now. When you lie awake at night, thoughts racing, wondering if anyone really understands, I do. When you feel overwhelmed by circumstances that seem too complex to explain, I understand without you saying a word. When you struggle to find the language for the depth of what you're feeling, I read your heart perfectly. I know about the situation at work that's draining your energy. I see how hard you're trying to keep everything together while feeling like you're falling apart inside. I understand the complexity of the relationships you're navigating, the decisions weighing on your mind, and the fears about the future that you dare not speak aloud. You don't have to explain yourself to me. You don't have to find the right words. You don't have to worry about being misunderstood. I know every detail, every nuance, every layer of what you're going through. Not a single aspect of your struggle escapes my notice or understanding. Remember, I walked this earth through my son Jesus. I know what it means to feel human pain, to face human struggles, to experience human emotions. Nothing about your experience is foreign to me. Nothing about your situation confuses me. Nothing about your feelings surprises me. I see how this trial is affecting every area of your life, how it influences your sleep, your appetite, your energy, your hope. I understand how it colors every moment, shapes every decision, impacts every relationship. I know how it feels to carry this weight, to navigate this uncertainty, to face these fears. When others offer well-meaning but simplistic advice, I understand your frustration. When they try to fix what can't be fixed with mere words, I feel your weariness. When they rush to solutions without truly understanding the problem, I sense your isolation. But know this, I never oversimplify your struggle. I never minimize your pain. I never rush your process. I know about the questions that keep you up at night, the worries that greet you in the morning, the uncertainty that follows you through the day. I understand the complexity of your emotions, how you can feel hope and despair, faith and doubt, strength and weakness, all at the same time. You don't have to pretend with me. You don't have to be strong. You don't have to have it all figured out. I understand your confusion, your uncertainty, your exhaustion. I know what it's like to feel overwhelmed, underqualified, and uncertain about the next step. When you feel like no one else gets it, remember, I do. When you think no one else sees the full picture, remember, I do. When you believe no one else understands the depth of your struggle, remember, I do. Completely, perfectly, lovingly. I understand your hesitation to trust, given what you've been through. I know why you guard your heart, why you keep your walls up, why you're careful with your hope. I see the scars from past disappointments, the wounds from previous battles, the impact of former struggles. Your situation isn't too complex for me to understand, too difficult for me to handle, or too hopeless for me to transform. I comprehend every aspect, grasp every nuance, and hold every piece of your puzzle. Nothing about your circumstance overwhelms my understanding or exceeds my capacity to help. I know why this trial feels different from others you've faced. I understand why this burden feels heavier, why this path feels longer, why this season feels darker. I see how it touches deep places in your heart, triggers old wounds, and challenges long-held beliefs. When you feel misunderstood by others, rest in my perfect understanding. When you feel judged by others, rest in my perfect acceptance. When you feel alone in your struggle, rest in my constant presence. For I know exactly what you're going through, and I'm going through it with you. I understand not just what you're experiencing, but why it affects you so deeply. I know your history, your heart, your hopes, your fears. I understand the context of your struggle, the depth of your pain, and the complexity of your circumstances. You don't need to justify your feelings to me. You don't need to explain your reactions. You don't need to defend your process. I understand it all. The tears that come without warning, the anger that flares unexpectedly, the fear that grips without reason. When others say, just get over it, I understand why you can't. When others say, just move on, I understand why you need time. When others say, just trust God, I understand why it's not that simple for you right now. I know your heart's journey, and I honor its pace. I understand your reluctance to share your struggle with others, fearing they won't understand or might judge. I know why you keep certain thoughts to yourself, why you struggle alone, why you hesitate to be vulnerable. But remember, with me you can be fully known and fully loved at the same time. Know this, beloved, you are not just surviving this season alone. I am with you, understanding every moment, feeling every emotion, carrying every burden. Your struggle is not invisible to me. Your pain is not insignificant to me. Your journey is not unimportant to me. I know what you're going through because I'm going through it with you. And together, we will see this through to victory. Trust in my understanding. Rest in my presence. Lean on my strength. For I know, truly know, exactly what you're experiencing. And my understanding comes with the power to bring you through. Not only do I understand what you're going through, but I also see what this struggle is producing in you. Behind every tear, there's strength being forged. Through every sleepless night, wisdom is being gained. In every moment of uncertainty, faith is being deepened. I see how this trial is transforming you, even when you can't see it yourself. The patience you're learning, the resilience you're building, the compassion that's growing in your heart. None of this is wasted. Every difficult moment is serving a greater purpose in your story. When you question why you must go through this, remember, I'm not just watching you go through it. I'm guiding you through it. Every step has meaning. Every challenge has purpose. Every moment of pain is producing something precious in your character. I understand your desire for this season to end quickly. I feel your longing for easier days and lighter burdens. But trust me when I tell you, what you're learning in this valley will serve you on the mountaintop. What you're gaining in this darkness will shine in the light. The questions that keep you awake are teaching you to seek me deeper. The problems that seem impossible are showing you my power. The pain that feels overwhelming is leading you to my perfect peace. I'm not just understanding your struggle, I'm using it. Remember how my son learned obedience through suffering, how he gained victory through surrender, how his greatest pain produced humanity's greatest gain. Your story may be different, but the principle remains. I use every struggle to produce something beautiful. I understand when you ask why. These questions don't shake my love for you. I understand when you feel angry. These emotions don't diminish my care for you. I understand when you want to give up. These moments don't decrease my faith in you. Your struggle isn't just about survival. It's about transformation. It's not just about getting through. It's about growing through. It's not just about enduring. It's about becoming. And I understand every step of this journey. When others offer quick fixes, I offer lasting transformation. When others suggest simple solutions, I provide deep healing. When others expect instant recovery, I honor the process of genuine growth. For I understand that real change takes time. True healing has its own pace, and authentic transformation cannot be rushed. Let my understanding comfort you when others misunderstand. Let my presence strengthen you when others step back. Let my wisdom guide you when others' advice falls short. For I don't just understand what you're going through. I know exactly what you need to get through it. Trust in my timing, for I understand when you need to rest and when you need to move forward. Trust in my methods, for I understand how to heal your deepest wounds. Trust in my love, for I understand every corner of your heart. You are not alone in this journey. You are not misunderstood in this struggle. You are not forgotten in this trial. I understand everything you're experiencing, and my understanding comes with the power to transform every tear into triumph, every pain into purpose, every struggle into strength. Rest in this truth today. You are fully known, completely understood, and deeply loved by the one who created you. And this understanding is not passive. It comes with the power to lift you, heal you, and carry you through to victory. For I am not just the God who understands, I am the God who transforms. Not just the God who sees, but the God who acts. Not just the God who knows your pain, but the God who will turn your pain into purpose. Take courage in my understanding. Find strength in my presence and hope in my promises. For I know exactly what you're going through, and I know exactly how to bring you through it into a future more beautiful than you can imagine. Trust me with your story. Rest in my understanding. Walk in my strength. For I know what you're going through, and I'm taking you through to victory. With eternal love and perfect understanding, your Heavenly Father.